Even your dowry is not going to get you married. Try some skin whitening treatment. Let's see, maybe after you can get married. And do not wear bright clothes. That will show you even more dark. Better try to put more makeup on your face, or else try to apply lemon or turmeric directly to your face. And Mama, what can I do to get a fair child like my neighbor? That child is extremely fair and extremely beautiful. What should I do to get a baby like her? Beta, drink saffron milk. And another mom saying her kid like, no, 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 do not go outside and play under the sun. Your skin will get more dark. According to the mirror, who is the most beautiful? Whose skin is most fair? Is it white skin? Is it black skin? Or it's brown skin? And will the mirror answer you? Okay, I love white skin. I love fair skin. These black and brown skin, no, I do not like. But mirror will not reply to you, but people will. People will say things like, I am going for fair white skin. That is the exact beauty. Indian sunny day. In India, we have in total at least 250 sunny days in a year, which means that more sunny day compared to the rainy or winter season. So obviously what we are going to have, we are going to get exposed to sun every day, and that is going to give us lot more melanin and lot more vitamin D. And in case if you are not getting sun and if you are not getting vitamin D properly, you will have very loose bone, very thin less muscles. That is going to give you huge problems at thereafter, but Indians are not concentrate on that. And as a trend, we can see that many celebrities now who are like dusky skins are turning into very white, like very very white. And these are the trends that not only coming from the celebrities alone. So no, it is not only related to the celebrities inferiority complex, it is the Indians inferiority complex. And they just internalize the thought that white is pure and brown or black, it is impure. It is not only ugly, it is impure. I don't know how do they eat dark chocolates, how do they call dark chocolates as very tasty instead of going for any white chocolate. But this is how it is inhibited in the Indians blood itself. Only in India we can see ads like the women's father asking the women to put more fairness creams so that she can attract possible men for her marriage. And that's how it works in India. So the day she tries to put the such fairness cream, within 1 week or so she can attract some 10 to 20 boys for a marriage proposal. And also a pregnant lady who just gave childbirth to her newborn child, she will become very, what do you say, she will become very relaxed only when she hears statements like, hey, your child is very fair. And especially this is going to give relaxation to the dusky skin ladies, because or else no black skin ladies, or because or taunting from all the people around them saying that you are black in color, kali, and that is very impure. You are who you look, you are not who you do. Like, you are judged by your looks, not by your degree, not by your skills, not by your achievements. And which means that your child will definitely be judged by his or her fair skin. What to call it? Should I call it Indians hate towards dark skin, or Indians inferiority complex towards dark skin? Because of their fear or hatred towards the dark skin, they turned the gods color to blue in many pictures, because our ancient gods color is dark. Krishna, Rama, beautiful Draupadi, Kali, all are beautiful dark skinned gods. But I don't know whether it is internal hate towards one's own skin, which is dark in color, or it is just a fear or inferiority complex. Why they are behaving in such manner? Triggers which make the things even worse. So the triggers which will make someone who's already hating his skin like, no no no, I am no, I'm so dark, yaar. Will they accept me in the friend group? No, 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 I'm not going to have a good group, I'm not going to have good relatives simply because I am not good in color. So they are already having such pre-built triggers because of the way that they have grown. The surrounding they has already impacted their way of thinking. But other than that, what are all other triggers? What are the basic triggers? The first trigger that is coming from the family. And in the family, if mother and the dad is having two daughters, for example, and one daughter she is very white, very fair according to the societal standard, and the second daughter, she is very beautiful, like her facial features are very beautiful, but unfortunately she is not able to pass the judgment of the societal criteria that she is not white or fair in color, she is brown. So the mother and the father is more or less very fond to the first child who's very fair, and to the second child they are just ignoring her. Even they are ignoring her basic needs simply because she is not fair. And also the second trigger, it comes from school. And the child, for example, in every family, the white or else the fair skinned child will experience some extra care. So in them, in their, like in their basic sense, in even during their childhood time itself, they develop some superiority complex, like, okay, I am better than my sister simply because I am white in color, I am great than her. So these kind of attitudes will develop in such early age. So what will they do? They will go to school and they will see some black skin or brown skin child, and they are going to taunt or they are going to bully the child simply because they think that they are from higher background and these child are from lower background, simply because they are going to get affected by the societal judgments. Most important trigger, media and ads. So for if you take the Indian households for the 3 decades at least, all the households are filled with the television ads stating that put this fairness cream, okay, put this fairness cream to live in the society, to get accepted by the society. Only way to live in the society accepted by everyone, put this cream. Those creams go to an extent saying things like you will get lots and lots of male attention only when you apply this fairness cream, and you will become a national sensation within one day if you apply this. And if you apply this fairness cream, there is an instant glow that will change you within 1 second. And I don't know how to call it, but matrimonial ads, should I call it like become fair to get a loving family. Once you become white skinned, you will get a good mother-in-law, good husband, good relatives. How funny such statements are. And in all the matrimonial ads, whether in online or in offline, even in online too, it is containing statements like fair skinned bride wanted, fair skinned groom wanted. If they see such statements, even in 2024 it is there. Bride wanted, fair. Groom wanted, fair. Which means that you're not going to select anyone other than that. I don't know. I don't know how to call the shitty statements. But so you should become very white. You should become very fair to attract people and to get people love you. So to get a loving family, you should be very white. That is what the basic statement is about. Very ridiculous. Job and audition ads. So this is another trigger where all the job applicants will never ask you things like what matrimonial ads very openly or directly, but there is some indirect hidden agenda within them. They will just go for fair, not go for fair, but instead they will just have a look, okay, this guy is fair, tall, 5'10", handsome, and this girl is 5'5", having a beautiful hair, beautiful eyes, very thick, very fair skin. Okay, selected. Not only selected for auditions, not only selected for movies, but also this is followed in many job markets. Okay, this girl is fair, and this girl, no, she's not that fair, she's black. What should I do? I think this girl, she's beautiful, and I think she will get her job done. What a heinous crime one can do if you select some fair skinned girl instead of the qualified girl simply because she is dark. And this white skinned girl, she can make abrupt losses to the company instead of making profit, and that is going to be you know like very worst decision that any HR can ever make. But still they are followed in some many practices. They will only select fair or very fair skin, and I don't know, they are just oh, trying to dig their own grave by selecting all these unqualified people instead of going for the skilled one. What do non fair skinned people do? So mostly they are unaware about these manipulation tactics by the fair skinned individuals in the media. And what they will do is they will see someone in the roadside, or they will see someone as a celebrity in the TV, and they'll think statements like, no, no, how beautiful she is, how beautiful he is, how handsome he is. He is above me. He is very above me. I am below him. I am like a slave. I am not beautiful. I'm insecure. No one is going to agree with me. No one is going to be friends with me. Even my mom is not going to talk with me. Already, if the person is very insecure with low self-esteem, these are just these family, these media, these matrimonial job ads, these are all going to trigger them even more. They are unaware about the fact that all that they are seeing is just a manipulation tactic by some hidden agendas with some fair skinned individuals around the world. Higher caste have lighter skin. Why we are suffocating the thoughts like, I am below a fair skinned individual? Why am I not accepting my individuality? What is the main triggering point about all the other family surroundings, current reality? Apart from current reality, what is the trigger point that is there in the subconscious mind of every Indians? For this you need to understand first all of our past invaders, including English, Dutch, Portuguese, Mughals, and French, all are white skinned people. And we, not we means our ancestors, who were in their invasion period, thought things like, I am being treated as a slave in their regime. So what should I do? Should I be to become their ally? Should I be fair skinned, or should I convert? So our ancestors had only two choices: either to continue as a slave or to become allied to the British rule. And during British rule, all the fair skinned people, especially from the upper class, I do not want to name whom it is, but especially people from the upper class, was like extremely close to the British rulers. And this created subconscious thinking in everyone's mind that to be close to them, to be close to the British rulers who are very white, I need to be white, I need to be light skinned, or else I'm going to just like lead my life as a slave throughout. And there is another choice, like I should become an ally only if I become a fair skinned individual, and that was not possible at that time. So what they did is, if I convert, maybe they'll accept, and conversions also took place, but that is a deviation of this topic. But this is how it is at that time. And also there is a saying that never believe a dark skinned upper caste individual or a fair skinned lower caste individual. So there is a caste system that is coming into play this time. So even someone from the lower class who is having a white skin is not accepted afterwards. That is another different topic. But so one thing is for real, Britishers used some fair skinned upper class individuals as their friends simply because they are accessible with more education, like real world education at that time, more forward than any other individual. So that's the reason. Other than that, nothing like what we are thinking. So fair skin, it is not related to any high class individual or low class individual. And skin color, it is just a combination of color, that's it. Beauty creams. So I cannot say anything for these beauty creams. So in every beauty creams, they will come up with an innovative idea. They think that as an innovative idea, saying things like you will attract tens and hundreds of boys if you wear this makeup, and you will become a national sensation. You will become a good lady athlete if you wear this cream, and also you you will look like an heroine for your job interview. More or less, what you call like objectifying the feminism that is done by these beauty creams. Because of these ads, thousands of Indian women are using the beauty creams, fairness creams for many years, say 30 years. Some people are there who use these creams for 50 years without knowing anything. So it's just a bleaching cream, they do not know that. Instant bleach they will get. But after that, if they remove the cream, nothing is going to be there. For after 1 week, your skin eventually returns to its own skin tone. But they do not know that what are the ingredients that these beauty creams use, and that were most of the ingredients that were used in the Indian creams and African beauty product creams were especially banned in the developed countries. Most of the ingredients were mercury and hydroquinone, and if you use these mercury and hydroquinone in your skin for at least about 6 months, your skin is going to get completely damaged in a long run, and you can get kidney stones and liver damage and even cancers. Some beauty creams, they are going to be very dangerous, and they are going to create a dependency on your skin, which means that without, if you for example, say if you have used such creams for more than 6 months, automatically your skin get used to it, and if you are not going to apply it, you will see a adverse reaction. So it's more or like an addiction. And one such example is Banik, a 33-year-old State Bank employee living in the suburbs of Kolkata, had used a topical cream when she was 14, and one day she forgot to apply the cream on her face, and she literally saw that a zit like pimple appeared on her face. And after that day, she reapplied the cream, and the situation get normalized. But in the longer run, after a year, a zit appeared again, and all those patches reappeared with hairs on her face. So this is how you see the beauty creams will be very dangerous if you are not going with the prescription and what are the ingredients in it. If you are not going to medically research it individually, instead of going only for the doctor practitioner, you should research it individually, what are the ingredients in it, or else these such things are unavoidable. Center for Science and Research stated that India has one of the weakest law enforcements for such cosmetic products, and which is why many companies which are using mercury are easily escaping the law. So mercury is found in 14 cosmetic products that is used in India, were tested by CSE, and its range is 0.1 parts of part per million ppm to 1.9 ppm. And under the Drugs and Cosmetics Acts and rules, mercury is banned for use in cosmetics, which means that mercury, if it is banned, and if you're seeing all the mercury as an ingredient in these 14 creams, what does that mean? These fairness cream companies are just escaping the law. Mercury cream contains a steroid called as corticosteroid, especially beta methasone. Once it is applied to your face, it will make your skin dependent on it, and this beta methasone, it makes your skin dependent on it, is available in the daily usable fairness cream of Indian ladies. And that's why you see many Indian ladies, even at the age of 50 or 60, are still using such fairness creams again and again, because their skin get dependent on it. It is one of the interesting fact that I have researched, and I was like, wow, what the hell, they don't even know this. Mercury, it is a neurotoxin, and many fairness creams contains inorganic mercury in it, which is going to damage your kidney, liver, face and nervous systems, and also causes skin rashes, cancers, discolorations. Especially if you see, for example, some dusky skin girl have used the fairness cream, and many people might have noticed that okay, your skin is looking good, you are looking very fair now. But it automatically changes after 6 months. She even become discolored even more before her original color. This time she'll become more dark skinned than her original skin. And also it causes anxiety, depression, psychosis, and peripheral neuropathy, not only as a result of mercury, but if you are trying to use that product internally, that is going to trigger these. Lot of Indian women not only use the beauty creams now. We are in the developed society phase, so many are going for chemical peels, injections on one faces, skin lightening treatments. This will be this I'll discuss in another video elaborately. But they are going for such skin treatments where heavy injections are just inhibited on their faces, and what they say is, I'm going to be a wife of an NRI. I need to look very fair in front of my husband so that he'll take me to abroad. So simply, simply not have pain on these injections. I should do this only because my husband is going to accept me and he is going to take me abroad. This is my most important childhood dream, and I'm not going to leave this. I can bear this pain. In some extreme cases, colorism even went to the extreme that you will say things like, why people are behaving like this very inhumanely. So in 2014, a woman in suburb of Delhi hanged herself, and also she noted in her suicide notes stating things like, my husband abused me because of my dark skin. Same year, 2014, a school teacher named Boroti Das set herself on fire, stating statements like, my own family has abused me because of my dark skin, and I am in the extreme depression, so I am just committing suicide because of their constant abuse. And also, another woman poisoned 5 people in her family because she is not going to accept the pressure of taunting or abuse anymore from her own family. She also stated that, why should I die? Because they are the one who abused me, I'm going to kill them. So this is such a funny, not funny incident, but a very extreme colorism incident. And if you note all the 3 cases, all the 3 women were below the age of 25, and you could see that how the women below 25 are an easy and vulnerable target by the beauty ads, and not only by the beauty ads but also by some by also some bullies, family bullies, or else like relative bullies. I personally believe that even in the coming years, in Indian beauty creams, no people with dark skin tone will be ever shown, and none of the job or marriage market is going to withdraw their fair skin statement. So these 2 things are never going to change in India, that I completely believe. But in the end, we all need some change, and that change should come from within. And I cannot go and tell to them like, do not do these things, and they are never going to change. This is a billion market industry, and this is a decade long inferior complex that has been inbuilt in these bullies. So instead of changing these 2, why can't we change ourselves? Why can't we increase our skills and go for a job interview, appear confidently, and whomever is going to look in for our own skills will give the job, and that is what the company for us. And whomever who's very normal, who's having very normal thinking as a normal human being, who's not having psychosis, will definitely accept you as a marriage material. Isn't that good at the end? Isn't that good that you are ending up with someone who is accepting as who you are, instead of you applying some fairness cream and getting some handsome fellow who will leave you in the end if he sees that your skin gets discolored. So always choose someone who is going to accept you for all you as you are, like all your skin, all your height, all your weight, all your beauty, fat, thin, anything. So whomever is going to accept you for who you are, that is the job for you, and that is the person for you, that is a soulmate for you. One important point that I want to tell to you all, that they can promote fair is rich, dark is poor, dark is evil. They will not place a model who's dark toned anytime, anywhere soon. But one question: if you are getting some inferiority complex, some insecurity, because of all the things that is happening around you, remember this one important question every time. Repeat this when that insecure thought come to your mind: do white skinned people poop in white color?